Here's a statistic that might shock you. 95% of people who try a plant-based diet quit within the first 2 weeks. And do you know what the reason they give is? I was starving all the time. I must not be getting enough protein. But what if I told you that this belief is not only completely wrong, but it's actually keeping you trapped in a cycle of poor health? And worse, what if the real reason that you're hungry has nothing to do with protein and everything to do with what's happening inside your body that no one is talking about? Hi, I'm Debbie, and I'm the Nervous System Nutritionist, and welcome to part 3 of our 4-part protein myth series. Today we're busting Monday myth number 3. Look, I get it. You decide to eat more plants and suddenly you feel like you could eat a horse. Even your energy crashes. You're thinking all about the food constantly, and everyone, your family, your doctor, even that little voice inside your head is saying, see, you need meat. Plants are not enough. But here's the truth they don't want you to know. Protein deficiency is virtually non-existent in our Western society. The average woman needs about 45 to 54 grams per day, but studies show that most women, even plant-based eaters, are getting 70 to 80 grams daily. So if protein is not the issue, what's really going on? Your body is actually going through 3 major shifts that have nothing to do with protein. First, micronutrient hunger. Your body is a brilliantly engineered machine. When your cells are starving for magnesium, zinc, iron, B vitamins, and antioxidants, the nutrients that most processed foods strip away, your brain sends out hunger signals. It's not asking for more calories or protein, it's screaming for real nutrition. Second, processed food withdrawal. Yes, withdrawal. Like from a drug, research using highly processed food withdrawal scale shows that when you cut sugar, refined fats, and those hyper-palatable additives, you experience actual withdrawal symptoms. Cravings, irritability, fatigue, headaches, and that gnawing hunger that feels insatiable. This peaks around 3 to 7 days and then disappears as your taste buds and your brain chemistry resets. And third, your gut microbes are revolting. Literally, those sugar-loving bacteria in your gut are screaming when you cut off their food supply. They're sending signals that mimic hunger and cravings. But within 1 to 2 weeks, as fiber-loving microbes take over, your satiety improves and energy stabilizes. So what do you do if you're hungry on plants? Here's your game plan. Don't restrict, eat more. Plant foods are less calorie dense, so you do need more volume. Your grandmother was right. Fill up that plate with your vegetables. Choose nutrient-dense power foods. Focus on legumes, leafy dark greens, colorful vegetables, whole grains, fruits, nuts, and seeds. These are all foods that actually satisfy your cellular hunger. And healthy fats? Avocado, flax, chia seeds, hemp hearts, walnuts, these all help with satiety and nutrient absorption. Stay hydrated. Here's something wild. Thirst often is mistaken for hunger, especially when you're eating more fiber. And most importantly, give it time. Most people dramatically feel better within 7 to 14 days as their microbiome resets and withdrawal symptoms fade. Here's the bottom line. Hunger on a plant-based diet isn't a sign of protein deficiency. It's your body healing, detoxing, and recalibrating and asking for nutrients, not more meat. Your body is incredibly intelligent. Trust the process. Feed it what's actually asking for. And next Monday, we'll wrap up our protein myth series with part 4, our final episode on this topic. But I want to hear from you. What nutrition myth would you like me to tackle after we finish this protein series? If you're watching this on social media, drop your myth suggestion in the comments or send me a DM. If you're getting this by email, just hit reply and let me know what confusing nutrition advice is driving you crazy. Because the truth, it's time to stop letting fear-based nutrition keep you sick and start using science-based solutions to transform your health. I'll see you next Monday for our final protein myth. Until then, trust your body. It knows what it's doing.